This is a full gameplay and technical implementation video for group project ENGG1330. We have created a variable difficulty Sudoku game with a leaderboard and language support. To start a game, start the script of the game with optional language and difficulty flags. After you enter the name, we can see the difficulty is easy by default and the language is English unless changed in previous sections. And we can type Q to quit. And if we want the difficulty on the first game row be hard or medium, we can type difficulty hard and type name again, and it will change the difficulty to hard. And the game is played on a 9x9 classic Sudoku table. The game supports hints with command H. And when we type it in, it'll give a new number that we doesn't have, like this, number 8. And it also have the solve command with S. And this solves the Sudoku game directly if the player decides to give up. And at the end of each game, unless solved by the solve command, the player's name will be inserted into the leaderboard JSON file, which stores the time that every player has spent to complete the game in each difficulty. Players can access the leaderboard using leaderboard command, and also it appears here in each game. And leaderboard command is here. Where we doesn't have any record of the hard difficulty yet. And in the easy difficulty, we can see already have 3 players before and solved in different times and the easy difficulty. And we can support changing language with the language command L. When we type it in, we can choose English, traditional Chinese, and simplified Chinese. This changes the whole UI. The game is implemented using OOP and functions, roughly 500 lines of code to 600. And the main class game controls the game and has the main loop in which the game flow is directed. The functions outside the class are auxiliary functions created to make the code more understandable. The language control is implemented via a global variable UI text. Which has text in English, traditional and simplified Chinese. The game uses 8 built-in libraries, the aggregates to create a user-friendly CLI and get flags, the copy to get deep copies, completely independent duplicates of the object and avoid unexpected behavior, the random to create a random board and to give random hints, the SYS to get flags, the OS to get file path to store the language information and the leaderboard, the JSON to phrase JSON files that store the language information and the leaderboard, the time to count seconds that it takes for the player to solve the puzzle. The shuttle in our code, it finds the width of the console and we use it to center our elements of the UI. For debugging, we use the self-test function that automatically tests all the 3 difficulties for correctness and to have a single solution. Test mode can be run via test flag.